What's up, YouTube? So welcome back to my channel. Today is episode 3 of the bodybuilding expedition series. So I thought I would take you guys through my supplement stack over here and exactly what I'm taking as a natural bodybuilder. So let's get into the video. Alright, so I have everything beautifully laid out for you guys and the thumbnail because I'm trying to get some more views. So let's get into the video. So there's actually two different types of supplements. One are performance based and the other ones are health based. So performance based is basically to improve your workout capability, but the health is more for your gut health, what your actual deficiencies are. Sometimes a bodybuilding diet lacks certain vitamins and minerals, right? And that's where stuff like greens or omega-3s come in. But sometimes when you're having salmon 2 to 3 times a week, you really don't need the omega-3s. But let's discuss each supplement and why I'm actually taking it. Right, so let's discuss the main thing that you probably notice is, maybe if you didn't notice, is I have two different types of proteins here. They're actually both isolates, and the only reason I have two proteins is this one my dad likes more. This one's a little bit too sweet for him, but I do enjoy this one post-workout, and where I just have to like kind of run it down with some water. But this one is the special one. Leave it there for now. But this one is the special one because this one actually makes the oatmeal taste really good. And for some reason, this one keeps it watery, the oatmeal. But once I put the oatmeal in the microwave with this protein, I don't know why, it just makes it super thick, and that's what I really enjoy. Okay, well, the next supplement, I'm gonna get a little bit more sciencey on you guys, if that's even a word. But this is one thing that you probably never seen before, and that's dextrose. And it's pretty much glucose, and the only time I have it is I mix it with my protein post-workout, right? Because after a workout, you're able to pretty much uptake glycogen or even protein. Your total uptake for nutrients goes all the way up, and what you want to do is take advantage of that little window. It's not an anabolic window, it's more so a recovery window. So you put in dextrose or glucose right after the workout with protein, and it'll replenish the glycogen that you lost right away, and then you can go move on to your protein and your carb meal right after that. And that was the potato and the chicken meal that I have. But this is something that I have right after the workout, and then 20 or 30 minutes I'll have my actual workout meal or post-workout meal. Alright, so moving on from the least heard of supplement to probably the most famous one on here, and probably the most researched or well-researched supplement, and that's creatine. One little disclaimer just about the whole supplement stack is these are 1% things. If you're not executing your training and your nutrition, right, and your recovery, these things are doing jack shit for you. Especially when you're a natural bodybuilder, right? You can't really afford to slack off your training and your nutrition as much as someone who is enhanced would be able to. So that's where this kind of stuff comes in a little bit more handy. As for creatine, creatine is basically helping you recover a little bit better, giving you a little bit more energy, making you a little bit stronger, right? And it's actually really good for your brain function as well. So it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to be a guy to take it. You can also be a girl and take it, and the dosages are pretty much the same. But this is something I recently incorporated for the first part, like 90% of my fitness journey. I never really had it. I actually started it last year in September. So this is something pretty recent, and it didn't really change my physique as much as you would think. So it isn't some miracle worker, right? But it does help, and it's just a 1% extra help. Now I'm sure you're wondering how you're cutting, so you need some fat burners. Before I move on to that, because I want to teach you guys a little bit something. I have EAAs instead of BCAs because this is a complete amino profile compared to a BCA. So don't spend your money on BCAs because it's just wasting money, right? But this is something that you should be, or something that I would recommend to someone, especially when they're working out super hard, right? So this is something that you just sip on as you work out, and it pretty much flavors your water, right? And then I have Big Noise from Redcon 1 as well. this pre-workout is actually non-stimulant, so I actually don't like the jittery feeling, right? But it does give me a great pump. Taste-wise, it's okay, right? But overall, this is just a product I like to use for the pump. But there's another product by Hostile Subs, which I'm kind of keeping in store because I heard really good reviews about it, right? So once the diet comes down in total calories, that's something I might switch over to because I heard it's a really good product. And towards the end of a cut, your pumps get super shit, right? So that's something I'm most likely going to switch to. Alright, I'm gonna tease you guys up for a little bit longer before I share the fat burners, but I'm gonna show you guys the health supplements. So these two supplements, the collagen and the cytogreens, I've used for a long time. Collagen is really good, especially if you have joint pain, and then cytogreens are important because sometimes we're not eating the vegetables, so you just put a scoop in and you pretty much get your whole daily intake in one scoop, right? Then there's omega-3s, but omega-3s is this fat that's actually essential for you, so it's really good in terms of controlling your cholesterol. But I don't take this one anymore because I'm actually having salmon 3 times a week, so I really don't need the omega-3 from here, right? Collagen, I haven't been taking as much, and cytogreens because my diet kind of supports everything else, so I don't need these three. But for overall, these three supplements were really consistent in my last year's cut, and these things might even make a comeback as the calories drop. But these two supplements right here, not everyone uses B12, but I used Google, right? Because when I was going out for my walks, my hands were freezing cold, like they were turning purple, and I was like, let me just research it quickly, and it said that I might have a B12 deficiency. Started taking this, hasn't been working, and that's why I got my blood test done. And then vitamin D3 because of Corona. No, I'm just kidding. Vitamin D3 is usually something that we're always lacking and I was deficient in. So that's something I also take as well. All right, enough teasing. I'm gonna show you guys the fat burners. I have them hidden down here. So this right here is Synergy Burn, and this right here is Yohambine HCO. I have not taken these two yet, and that's because I don't need to take them yet. These fat burners are not so much like it's gonna start burning the fat and you're gonna end up in a 300 to 400 calorie deficit just because I'm taking this. Fat burners I mostly use for appetite suppression, and that's usually when your calories drop super low, and they pretty much help you stay consistent with your diet, especially because things like ghrelin and leptin, those are like these hormonal secretions that make you want to eat a little bit more, and like whenever you have that craving, that's usually what's being released into your body, end up eating, and you feel bad about it after. But these are these two fat burners, and most fat burners, their attempt isn't to actually burn fat off of you, but it's more so to suppress your appetite, that you are able to keep the caloric deficit and not really binge or have that extra little bit of food that you won't be able to function after. So that's why I kept this last, because this is something that most people are usually wondering about. But I probably won't even be adding these until like maybe the last 2 months of the cut, because right now I'm not really feeling any hunger. Everything is going really good, so I really don't need these fat burners as of now. And I'll probably even attempt to not use them at all and go from there. But so far I have not used them. Right now I have no plan, but we'll go from there. But other than that, thank you for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, comment down below as well, and share it with your friends because I need some help.